morelikeradio.com. It's our duty to entertain you. I said duty.
Kelly Sweet's on the air, everybody. Look at that. See?
Hey, it happened. Yay.
It happened.
Yeah, right. Finally. Let me tell you, you have no idea how bad I felt from 2 weeks ago because I make sure that everything's working properly before I go live and everything. And when I saw your messages after the show was over, I went, oh no. This does not look good at all.
You became that jerk that doesn't call the girl and everything like that. And she's like, what's going on?
And by the way, that's one of my co-hosts, Adam. We also have Punchy. Say hi, Punchy.
Hi, how's it going?
And we also have JT, who's an aspiring musical artist as well. Very good voice. He's very, very good. Say hi, JT. Put your cigarette down and say hi.
JT is what you would call outlaw country.
He's muted. He's muted because I can't hear him.
JT, he's very silent, but it's okay.
Call him Silent JT.
There you go.
Am I here? Am I here? Where's my mute button?
There you go. There's JT doing his redneck voice. And we also have Danielle and
great
her...
to have you with us.
And we also have Danielle and Greg, who's also on the line. We do a big show. A little bit. So.
All right.
So first of all, congratulations on your music. Oh my God. I got to tell you, I'm not really big on the electronic music, but when I heard your voice and hearing it with your cover of Phil Collins' song on the commercial for Believe, I was like, who is this girl? Because you have an amazing voice. How long have you been singing?
Oh, you're so kind. I've been singing basically since I can remember. And my first performance was at like 4 years old.
Wow. And
I literally just don't remember a time that I wasn't singing. It's kind of part of my MO of life.
Now, what type of training do you have for your singing?
I started training, like doing some classical training when I was really young, like getting the basics and stuff. When I was about 3, and I continued in that. So I have some classical training, private coaching with that stuff, and then just a lot of performing and working stuff out and studying singers I loved and, all that stuff.
Now, you're originally from the East Coast.
I am.
Cape Cod, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Where's your Boston accent?
Oh, well, I guess I left before I got that.
So
I left when I was 7. I left Cape Cod when I was like 7 years old. So maybe I didn't get that. I don't know. And I moved to southern Utah, so maybe that like nullified the East Coastness with the,
Yeah, I was about to say that's a big jump from the East Coast, Utah. What brought you and your family out to Utah?
Oh, well, my mom and I moved out to Utah because she was an artist and she wanted to paint the scenery of southern Utah and northern Arizona, of all those national parks there.
Right.
And she wanted to be around that. And it was a great place for me to grow up. It was very safe, very calm, and very beautiful.
That's excellent. Now, you have a brand new album coming out, or it was just released, I believe, on iTunes, correct?
No, I haven't put out my new album yet. I have an album on iTunes from several years ago called We Are One. But my new album has not come out yet, but I'm going to release it this year.
Excellent. Do you have a time frame?
I don't have an exact time frame yet because I'm working with, some logistics and some paperwork and all that stuff. That's not so fun. But the name of it is Ashes of My Paradise. And right now you can download 3 of the songs from the upcoming record from my website.
Guys, go to
Already got them.
I believe it's kelly-sweet.com where you can check it out. She's got some videos up there. You also have a lot of videos up on YouTube of your music, which is...
Yes, I do.
Yeah, when I heard you're in the air tonight, I was like, wow. I'm not going to lie.
Thank you so much.
Because we're really big on music and movies, and one of our things that we are pretty much in an agreement with is not a lot of people can cover really good classic songs very well. And you're on that list of some of the people that your cover is amazing. You make it your own, but you also keep it to the original song.
Well, I've got to say that, I mean, I am, and Sully knows this, I am hugely critical about covers.
Yes, you are.
I probably overly critical about them. But I have to say that your cover is one of the best covers I've ever heard. And the reason being is you took a song that is so deep in meaning that I didn't think there was any way to enhance that but you found a way to do that with a combination of your voice and the electronic music. And it took all the feelings and emotions that are in that song and just doubled them, which truly, truly amazed me. So I give you huge kudos for that.
Wow, you guys are so kind and so nice.
Oh, I think you just made her blush.
Yeah, sounds a little bit.
Definitely.
I definitely agree with JT. When Sully told us, you were going to be on the show, so of course we kind of had to do a little research and check out and everything. And so I did see a lot of the videos, and I liked a lot of the original stuff you had. But I also saw one of my all-time favorite bands is Aerosmith, and you did Dream On, and I thought that one was really good because I knew the lyrics, but you took it to almost an emotional point. It was very different, but it was very you could feel the emotion in the song, and I thought that was another great one that you kind of did and kind of made your own and took it in a little bit of different direction, but it definitely made the song a little bit more deep, I think, than even more than the original. But yeah, I mean, you have so many different styles, which I like. I mean, you combine classical kind of singing, you have all different electronic samples and different things like that. I like that your music is not just one particular type. It varies so that when you're listening to an album, you might get 2 or 3 different type of styles that you might like or enjoy that you didn't hear before.
Thank you.
Well, and the voice matches the music.
Yeah, it seems whenever I do a classic song, and try and make it my own, people really respond. So that makes me really happy.
Now, I do have a. It's kind of like a dream question because obviously, you're doing music, so you're already working on your main goal. Because let's face it, every musical artist wants to win a Grammy one day. We all know this, just like every movie director and actor wants to win an Oscar. But if you could work with any artist, who would you choose?
Well, the first one that comes to mind for me is Sting.
Oh! You know what? Honestly, I wasn't going to say that.
I wouldn't expect somebody like that.
Yeah, why Sting?
I just love Sting. I love his music. I love his voice. I love the way that he emotes. I love the way that he performs. He's just absolutely incredible. Him and Annie Lennox, I would say.
2 opposite ends of the spectrum, too.
Yeah, I did. I mean, that's good because her music definitely has a whole spectrum. It's not just one or the other. So it kind of does make sense to have different artists you want to work with, and especially in the music industry, there's so many opportunities now with the way they advance, sampling and things like that. It's a lot easier to kind of sample other people's stuff and work with it. But yeah, that'd be awesome if you could work with them.
Wow.
I know. I would love it too. Maybe they're listening.
Well, we'll get it out there. Maybe he'll hear your stuff and call you up.
All right, everybody start tagging them on Twitter because I know they all have Twitter.
Yeah, we mess with Sully on Twitter a lot too. So
yeah, shut up, guys. We already did that earlier. Now it's her time.
Right.
It's Kelly's time here.
I got to ask, Kelly, do you write your own stuff?
I do, yes. I do write my own stuff.
Did you, and you wrote My Amazing Grace, correct?
Yes, I co-wrote that song with a guy named Guy Chambers, who's a wonderful producer and writer.
Now,
well, I'm. Go ahead, Sully.
No, go ahead, JT. Go ahead.
I'm sitting here on your website and I'm looking at the lyrics for My Amazing Grace right now. And there's two lines that just instantaneously jumped out at me. And I'm a aspiring songwriter also. And I look at these lines and it's like, where did you come up with these? And the two lines are, my dear, the lion whispers still, he pulls me in against my will.
Okay.
Where do you come up with those?
I'm very visual. I'm a very visual person and a very visual writer. So oftentimes songs come to me in the first line and not necessarily the chorus. And it's sort of a story that evolves in my mind, and it can be a little out there sometimes. But in My Amazing Grace, the lion represents fear in a relationship. And you're kind of scared of your stuff. Everybody has stuff in the back, in the closet, in a relationship. And you can either be pulled in by the fear and out of love, or you can step forward into the love. And that particular song was about me processing what was going to happen with my fear, or if I was going to step forward into love. And in my case, I stepped forward into love.
And I have to say, and this was before I had the chance to look at the lyrics of the song, I had listened to My Amazing Grace, and that part of the song, I mean, it's an amazing song, but those two lines in that song, I mean, just reached out and grabbed me by the back of the head and hit me with a 2x4. I mean, it's just truly an amazing song.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I kind of have to agree with JT on a lot of the stuff, because from my understanding, most songwriters and even singers, when you have that combination of everything, I think most of them will say if a song at least means something really deep to one person, then they're doing their job the right way. Would you agree with that?
I would. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Now,
I think I think as long as somebody is moved, then you did it right.
If you can reach one person with one song, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But if she can reach several million and make some money, that would be great too.
Well,
It's even better.
That's a huge bonus.
So, yeah.
Of course. I mean, that's why people do what we do. I mean, we like to make people feel good, have a great time. A couple of weeks ago, we had a band called Iron Horse. They're a bluegrass band, and most of us aren't big on bluegrass. But when we played it, and they actually did a lot for the show, where they hooked up video and everything, so they were able to perform for us. And even some of our listeners said that they cheered him up for the day because he had a really bad week. And just with what you're doing, most people, especially some of the listeners on our station, they'll go, "Oh, you guys are just kissing her ass." We're actually, we're not. We all heard the music, and I was working my butt off to get you on the air because we love your voice.
Thank you so much.
So
thank you.
We know talent.
Yeah, and they still let me hang around though.
Yeah, well, JT, I mean,
you got it. Well, you met a quota. We had to have you. It's part of our HR department. We had to keep you on the show.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, we
Gotcha.
we only do a show a week, so we kind of have to keep you. I'm just saying.
Now, Kelly, are you doing any like tours that are up and coming, or anywhere like up our way? Because some of us are kind of spread out. Some of us are in the Northeast, up here in Bristol and Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Jersey. Are you doing any tours anytime soon?
You forgot Indiana.
And Indiana, I'm sorry, Indiana as well.
At the moment, I don't have anything booked for the East Coast, but I'm always working out new material and playing stuff here in LA. I should be touring hopefully sometime this year, so you can always stay tuned to my Facebook page or my website. I always put everything up anytime anything gets announced.
Nice. Now, I would like to offer you the opportunity to come on the show anytime you want.
All right.
Whether, if you have a new song, obviously, you have to go through the permissions I guess you can, because you can't break the rules. We know that, you know. But if you have new music that are coming out, we'd love to have you on the show. Maybe we can work it out where, you know, I know you're busy and all, but maybe we can work it out where you could do a video conference with us and we can record a performance of you doing a couple of songs for us for our show, which would be...
Yeah, next time. That would be fun.
Awesome!
Yes, and you know, before the interview ends up wrapping up, I do have a question to ask. This is Punchy, by the way. Now, I've noticed that there's been changes in social media with YouTube and digital downloads and everything. Do you feel that that's actually given the advantage to the artist over, say, labels, for example?
I do, definitely. I recently got off the label I was on for about 7 years, and I just had so much red tape when I was on a label. Also on the label that didn't really understand what I wanted to do with music. And at the moment, I'm just loving being free because I can just, you know, I can make a cover of In the Air Tonight, and a week later I can put it on iTunes for people to discover, for my fans to buy, and I can share music with people that quick, rather than, okay, well, what do you guys think? Oh, well, this has to be changed. Oh, well, then, okay, now it has to be on the right schedule for our release, for our company, and things like that. It's about me connecting with my fans. I love it so far. It's great.
And the royalty rates for as far as CD sales, it is such a ripoff for the actual person who makes the music themselves.
Yes, it is. So it's best if you can own your own music, and you know you're an up and coming artist. I think it's a good deal right now. It's a good time to take out the middleman.
You know, I got to agree with you on that one, because I mean we're all
vengeance too.
Yeah, we're all the same type of people. We really are. We all think outside the box. You know, now I do have to ask this just because Believe just started. I haven't watched it yet. I'm 2 episodes in, but the song is one of the reasons why I want to watch the show, because I heard it. I'm like, oh, I hope it's the theme. I don't think it's the theme. But
it's not the theme.
What was your reaction when NBC came to you and said, we want to use your version for our trailer?
Oh, I was so stoked, to be honest, because the show has some really incredible names attached to it. I don't know if you saw, but J.J. Abrams and the director of Gravity, and it's like, wow, I'm honored. That's amazing.
And I want to work with you.
I don't have cable because I'm like a Hulu person, so I haven't seen the show yet, but it's like on my to-do list. I need to watch the show.
All right.
You kind of have to.
You know what? I think this is what we're going to have to do. When you watch it, make sure you put, you send, say, at the Sully Show on Twitter, I'm watching Believe, and I will watch it at the same time, and we'll compare.
Perfect. Sounds like a plan.
I think it'll be fun. I think we should all do that. And we'll, you know, think about it. It would be a great interaction between a musical artist and the radio show. We're keeping good relations here. I think so, anyway.
Is that where you're going with this?
Yeah.
Is that where we're going to go?
Absolutely. We love having people on.
Of course we do.
I still talk to the Iron Horse people. Although Gabriel Iglesias we had on 4 years ago now. I'm still trying to get back on, but it's a little hard. We're getting there. So, Kelly, thank you very much for taking the time, even though there's a lot of communication problems.
Yeah, I guess we just had some issues. But I'm glad you guys called, and I'm glad we were able to talk. And
for those listening for not only the podcast, this interview will also be up on YouTube, if you don't mind. I will also
That's fine.
I will also email it to your manager. I'll also tag you on Twitter on it as soon as I upload it. And you guys can download her music on iTunes. You can also go to kelly-sweet.com and at Kelly Sweet on Twitter. I think I got it. I think I got everything.
And don't forget to download your copy of my EP for free.
Which is absolutely awesome. I have it all in the system.
Awesome.
I was all over that thing as soon as I saw it. I'm like, gotta get it.
All right, well, thanks, guys.
Thank you very much, Kelly. We appreciate it, and we look forward to having you back on the air soon.
Me too. I look forward to it.
Thank you very much.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, guys, I want to thank Kelly Sweet for being our special guest on The Sully Show. which we air live Sundays noon to 2 Eastern on morelikeradio.com. You can also check out her YouTube channel right over here in the top corner, as well as More Like Radio down at the bottom corner, their Twitter and their Facebook. You can also go to kelly-sweet.com. Check out all the information for her music, upcoming tours, and the works. You can also follow her on Twitter at Kelly Sweet. You can follow us on Twitter at The Sully Show, as well as go to facebook.com/The Sully Show. Both links are present right here on the wonderful screen that we've got going on, as well as at More Like Radio. And don't forget, click the subscribe button. You can also share it with your friends. We love to interact with you. Leave a comment below. Tell us who you want to have on the show, and we might just do that. It all depends on their schedule and ours. Thanks again for checking us out. We'll see you next time.